Vegas, baby, day 2. We're here in this hallway, walking to the elevator. We're going a bit early today because if you go at the host hotel on an elevator within an hour of playing time, there's a queue. The wait for the elevators is because there's not enough elevators for the hordes of bridge players that are going down. And so we're in Vegas, and you can see hotels. We're quite high up in our hotel. You get a really nice view of the Vegas area. Our room actually looks out over the strip, so that's pretty nice. And we're here for day 2 of the Nail LM pairs. Beans and I are 8th overnight. I thought we'd be a bit higher with a board to score, but whatever happens, maybe we weren't that close to 7th. We had a good day yesterday. We did. It wasn't error-free. Could have had a bigger session on both of them, I think, but generally played pretty well. We defended well, like we always do, and then a couple of errors each just stopped us finishing a bit higher. So the elevator's just gone down past me. I'm trying to go down, and they just literally... That one, I went from 22 to 15. It passed by me. Maybe the orders matters. Oh, this is funny. And then that one's on 21 and it's not moving. You're seeing it reversed because of the video. So yeah, we're going down now. I'm going because there are a lack of eateries here, and that is the biggest problem about this venue, I think. Lack of eateries. So I'm going down trying to get some sort of breakfast and a coffee. And yeah, so we're going to do that. I'm going to see if we can find some people, and then I'll introduce you to some people before we play bridge. It's over an hour to play, and the queue for the coffee's already fairly long. I should probably get on it now because I'm not going to get anywhere better. I'm going to jump behind this gentleman here. Yeah, the queue for the coffee's long. I might actually pick up lunch here. They've got some salads because of the lack of eateries. There's Andy and her parents went to an Italian last night. It was really nice food. I had a bite of her lasagna, but they didn't have space for people. You had to make a booking, and then people who were just trying to find a restaurant last night in between play were being said, 50-minute wait or something. And if it was in between their Soloway games, they couldn't get in. So yeah, this hotel has enough places, but just not the volume that they need for all the bridge people. There's enough choice in terms of types of food to eat, but what can you do, eh? So yeah, I might have a bit of go on a blackjack table, and then see if we can find Beans and that lot. Maybe talk about some hands. Who's doing well on Discord? Not many people, I don't think. Bork Talks has won. I don't know how many. He'd won 4 out of 5. He'd lost to Zimmerman and won the rest last time I saw him. So Bork Talks doing well in the Soloway. There's 103 teams in the Soloway, but only 32 make it through after 2 days play. So Matt Brown's team not doing as well as they'd expect. They lost the first 3 matches, I think, and then they played Amjihu or Matty, the guy I played with on Thursday. So I think he was a bit unlucky to lose 3 and then play Matt Brown's team. So unlucky Matty. So, but other Discord people have made. I actually don't know how the Brits are doing. I should probably find that out. But other Discord people have made day 2 of the Lights Masters pairs. Nicky and Ben got their first platinum points, so well done them. They had a good first set and just missed out on qualifying, I think. So, got to be pleased with that for a first go at this sort of event. And Avery and Danny made it through, and there's some other Discord peeps as well. So I will report progress to you. I'll find out how the bits are doing and let you know. And I'm going to select what I want for breakfast. So here's the room we're in today. It's 130 pairs in 5 sections. You pick up this end. You've got ace, double turn, jack 10 to 5, king to 3, ace to 3. And you open a heart, and they pass, and your partner bids 2 clubs, which is game forcing. Now, it's either clubs or balanced, so either they're going to have a club suit or they're going to have some sort of game forcing hand with 3 hearts. I'm pointing this way, so over this, the next hand opponent bids 3 diamonds. You haven't got a bid over this. You're minimum weak, no trump. Although we're in a game forcing situation, because you've got no clear bid, you can pass. Now double would be takeout from you. 3N would be probably extras or something. So you pass and wait developments. Maybe partner protects with bids 3 hearts and shows heart support, or partner bids spades, or partner makes a takeout double, and then you have to decide what to do. So over this, partner does a takeout double, and you have to decide what to do. And partner makes a takeout double of diamonds. Now partner won't have 3 hearts now, so you're not going to be playing in 4 hearts. And what game do you think you're going to be in? Well, not really. I mean, you just got to bid 3N, I think. You can't pass 3 diamonds with such poor diamonds. Although you have a diamond trick, you're not really going to beat this by enough of the time for it to be profitable. So you just bid 3M. And the hand on your left doubles this. Pass to you. What should you do? Well, two things to think about is, one, what are they doubling on? They passed over a heart and partner's game forced. So what are they doubling on? They haven't got a good hand themselves, so they must be doubling with hearts. So they must have hearts over you for you to double here. And the second thing you want to think about is, what's redouble from partner? And Beans and I had never discussed this. So redouble for me in England would be, I think this is making, and redouble for Beans in America is doubt. So I think we've agreed now after this hand that redouble will show doubt. Now this now depends on who held this hand. If I held this hand and Beans hasn't redoubled, or if he held this hand and I haven't redoubled, what should you do? Well, I don't know what to do. And the problem is, you've got nowhere to run, really. Do you think 3N's making? Well, it's part of game forced. Partner's game forced. And although the hearts might be over you, you might not be relying on heart tricks to make a game. If partner's got like 5 or 6 clubs or something like that, or 4 spades and 5 clubs, you might be relying on the black suits to make game. And you've got both black suit aces. You have a diamond stop. You can probably hold up the diamonds. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to take you off in diamonds. You do have a diamond stop. And so if you're of the opinion that redouble is doubt and partner hasn't redoubled, I think you have to pass this. And it's probably one to talk about with your regular partner, what redouble is. When they double, they freely bid game from you. In redouble's doubt, usually only over 3N. If we bid 4 major or something and they double and we redouble, that says I'm going to make it. But when you bid 3N and partner redoubles, is that this is going to make, or is that doubt? There's the full hand. I had the hand with the clubs, and I'm like, I want to redouble this, but I think Beans will take that as doubt. So I passed, and sadly Beans pulled it, and I think he should pass. If he thinks redouble is for doubt, which he did, and I thought he'd play redouble for doubt, which he would. When I don't, he just has to pass this, and we would get a top instead of a bottom. I end up being 5 clubs. I make 5 clubs, but 3N makes 10. The winning bid is pass, but the winning bid when Beans pulls to 4 clubs is 4N, because 4N has 10 tricks. So I don't know whether I can bid 4N. It's difficult when they've doubled 3N for penalties to bid 4N, I think. But I managed to bid 5 clubs, so at least we got to game. You pick up Ace Queen 9x, singleton, Queen Jack to 4, Queen to 4. So first things first, is it worth an opening bid? I like bidding. Beans wouldn't. Beans might pass this. I bid a diamond, and it goes 1 spade overcall on my left, double from Beans, pass. So should you pass this out? Is the question you've got. Your spades are decent. I mean, you're under the bidder, which isn't great, but you might not have a fit, you see, because Beans will have, he might have like a weakish hand with 5 hearts and something. So it went through my mind to do it, and what you ask yourself is, are they vulnerable? Yes, they are. So that's good and bad. One, if it goes 1 off, you might get a top if you've only got parts go on, and you're minimum. So if Beans invites game, you're going to reject it. So if you've only got parts go on and you can beat a spade by a trick, you get 200 as a top. And the other question you ask yourself is, if Beans isn't a minimum, might you beat 1 spade by 2 tricks? Yes, you might. If beans isn't minimum, if beans has got like a doubleton spade and like a fifth 14 count or something, you might bid one spade by 2 tricks because they're probably never getting to dummy. But then you ask yourself, what's your colour? So although they're vulnerable, so are you. And so what you need to do is beat 2 spades by 3 tricks, 1 spade by 3 tricks, because if beans isn't minimum, you're probably making 3N or 5 minor or something down the line. So it went through in my mind to pass this out, and if partner is like a 10 count or 9 count with 5 hearts, it might be the best chance to win the board, but I don't think you can. So I'd bid a no trump. Beans jumps to 3, okay. Beans' first 2 cards he puts down are King 10 doubleton of spades, okay. And it ended up that the guy had overcalled on 5 small, and the only reason I kind of toyed with passing is that he almost passed over a diamond, then decided to bid a spade. So I'm like, he hasn't really got a 1 spade overcall. So if you go through table feel and the person is unethical and he's done you in, and he reaches to the pass and then bids a spade and he's got his bid and you try and pass it out, well, they've just done you in a bit here. So if you think he's ethical and he hasn't really got a 1 spade bid, maybe you should pass this out and try and get for top. I don't know how many 1 spade goes off. It doesn't make many tricks at all. Dummy is worthless. You're going to make like 4 spade tricks, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart, a rough, blah, 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 lots of tricks. Sorry? Yeah, but I mean, we can just probably force him, I think. We can draw his trumps. Yeah, he's going down a lot, so... but the good thing is in 3N, I think I might have made 11. I made 11, and because when... I dodged a heart lead. If they lead a heart, I think I only make 9. I make the king of hearts and 5 and 8 black suit cards before they get in and cash however many hearts they get cashing. So... I made 11, and I made 11 without actually making the king of hearts, because when I played diamonds, I played the queen and he ducked with ace-x. I think he's got ace-x, actually. Has he got ace-x? Yeah, he ducked with ace-x, and now I make 3 diamond tricks without trying to find the 10. So I felt like I almost passed, because it felt like a table read. And whenever you go with table reads and they're wrong, your partner looks like your partner won't forgive you. Well, I mean, this one might, but generally I feel like I can't defend my action if I go on a table read and it's wrong. So I don't know. We'll see. We're not doing very well so far. I think we've got more poor boards than good boards. There was one where I have a choice of king jack on 9 to play, and if I play one of them I make 10. Sorry, one of them I make 9 and the other 2 I make 10, and I got that wrong. So that's we're not trundling along at a good speed, I don't think. We've picked up a bit. I took away Beans's double of the century, I think, just now. Maybe. I don't think I'm ever sitting it. Anyway, so this is your hand. Jack to 3, ace 10 fourth, ace jack to 6, void, and the open 1 club on your right. Obviously, you haven't got many of those. You bid 1 diamond. You're way too good to do any sort of preempting here. You're playable in 3 suits. You've got 2 aces, so you just bid 1 diamond. And although you've only got a 10 count, you might be able to come back in later to show hearts or something like that. And they bid 1 heart on your left. That's good and bad. If partner's got a diamond fit for you, he might not have many hearts. And over 1 heart, partner bids 3 clubs. Now 3 clubs is some sort of mixed race, so like 6 to 8-ish, 7 to 9-ish, 4 card support and a bit of shape. And over this, the next hand bids 4 clubs. Well, you don't know where partner's shape is, but you're almost certain he's going to be short in 1 of the majors, and you're going to get a club lead. So if they need to lead the right major, they're not going to do that, are they? So you can probably just bid 5 diamonds, and if 5 diamonds doesn't make, well, you're favourable here, so you're probably going to be able to sack against their 4 hearts or 5 clubs or something. I mean, you have no defence to 5 clubs, but your partner does. Look at the dummy. Whoa. So they lead a club at trick 1, and like we said earlier, like they need to lead a major suit here, because I might not have the timing to make this. But when they lead a club, partner's clubs are queen, jack, 9, 8, 7, and the 7's really important.
I have effectively a roughing finesse against the ace king 10. So the hand on my right has 7 clubs, the ace king 10, which is likely when they bid 4 clubs, and they lead a club at trick 1. They're going to lead a singleton always. And so if my partner had queen jack 9 8 6, I don't think I can make it. I think I end up losing. I need to effectively make 2 club tricks. I'm going to make 6 diamonds, 2 spade ruffs is 8. I've got the ace of hearts is 9, so I need to make 2 club tricks. I've got no other source of tricks really. Trick 1, I play the 7 of clubs, they play the 10, I rough it, I draw trumps in 2 rounds, and I can effectively, because they haven't knocked out my ace of hearts, I can effectively rough the clubs out, roughing finesse the ace and the king of clubs, and use spade ruffs to get back to dummy. So I made 11 tricks there. That felt pretty good. I don't think anyone's at fault really. I don't know who's at fault. I think he's got a 4 club bid, probably. He's got ace king 10 to 7. And I think the other hand's got a club lead. I think everyone's got their bid, and it just ends up making, because partner clubs are good enough. I actually don't know how many 4 clubs are going off. My guess is we're going to make 2 club tricks and 2 aces. So I think 4 clubs is only 1 off, although I think maybe partner gets 3 club tricks. I think it might be difficult for the declarer to pick up partner's clubs, so maybe partner gets 3 club tricks and we get 2 aces. So maybe defending 4 clubs double for 500 is better, but I don't think I'm ever passing it with the hand I've got. So we were picking back up. We were getting some good boards and doing what we did yesterday. So I think we've, not doing as badly as we were. But you pick up this hand. I'm in the corridor now. Look at just the size of the place here. In the UK, you've got a corridor in a bridge event. You have to kind of squeeze past other people walking the other way. So you pick up this hand. You've got ace king to 5, 3 low, stiff, king queen to 4. Partner opens a strong no trump, and you bid 2 hearts. Partner bids 2 spades, and you bid 3 clubs. Now at this point, you're not sure where the contract's going to be. There's 3 possibilities. Well, 4 possibilities. You've got 4 spades, 5 clubs, 3N, or maybe even 4 hearts. If partner bids 3 hearts over 3 clubs, I think you probably raise it to 4, maybe. But on all of those, if you have a fit in partner's maximum, you might have 6 on. So 3 clubs is fine, and you just you're testing the waters. You want to commit to a specific strain or anything yet. You want to get partner to kind of cooperate and see what they've got. And partner bids 3 spades. Now 3 spades is better than 4. So partner is a non-minimum or a maximum with 3 card spades or better. Maybe he's got 4. Beans doesn't break as often as other people do, but maybe he's probably only got 3. So over this, do you think you can make slam? Now obviously 4 spades is probably going to be where you are most of the time, but do you think you can make slam? I think so. I think what you would need is partner to have something like ace, 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 queen of spades. What counts that? That's a 14 count, and partner's got a maximum. Partner might have something else. So partner might have ace, 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 king, queen of spades, and you might have 13 tricks if things are excellent and breaking or whatever. Probably not. But I think you're worth making a move here, and it depends what you do. You should be playing, once you've got a fit, once you've got a spade fit here, you 3N can't be to play. So there is something called serious or non-serious 3N. And depending which way you do it, here what you can do is show a mild slam try. So if you play non-serious 3N, you bid 3N, say I might have slam on, but I'm not serious about it. Or if you play serious 3N, you can cue 4 clubs to say, we might have slam on, I'm not serious about it, and I have a club control. Now, when you say, I'm not serious, but I might have slam on, look at partner's hand, there's the full hand. Or at least there's partner's hand. Partner's got the queen of spades, and he's got ace, ace, king. Ace, 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 king. So, he's got ace to 3 clubs, which, but more importantly, he's got ace doubleton heart. So he's either going to be able to set his diamonds up from his point of view, or he's going to be able to rough a heart in his hand from his point of view. He just needs me to have the queen of clubs. And if I'm making a slam try, I'm going to have more than the ace, king of spades and the king of clubs. I'm going to have something else. I'm going to have another queen, or maybe a red, the king of hearts or something. So, or 5 clubs. Maybe I've got a bit extra, and I've got king to 5 clubs or king jack to 5 clubs. And so he's brilliant. Oh, this is great. He asks for key cards. I show we've got them all, and he bids 6. And so there you go. So how do you play 6 spades? They lead the jack of diamonds. You've got several options. You can throw dummy's heart away on your king of diamonds, but you needed a parking space for the 4th club. So the other thing you could do is ruff a heart in your hand before drawing trumps. Hopefully you don't get over-ruffed or anything like that. So I don't know what the best line is. Bean's elected to ruff a heart. I don't know the full hand, the full pips. Bean's elected to ruff a heart, and then he's going to throw dummy's 4th club on his king of diamonds, and he's just going to draw trumps. But the problem is that chumps broke 4-1, and in a way that he couldn't pick them up. So and clubs are 3-3, so I think he could double dummy, he can make it by playing a spade to the 10 at some point. I'm not sure he should make it. He's a bit disappointed, I think. The full hand, as you can see there, I don't know what the best double dummy line is and whether the best double dummy line does make it. You've got options, you see. You can set the diamonds up, you can play for clubs to break, you can try and ruff a heart, you can maybe even cross a 5 because your pips are good. I don't really know, but it's a bit annoying there. We've bid to what is a good slam, a slam that will make more than 50% of their time on paper. I don't know what the true odds of this slam are, but on any 3-2 spade break, you're pretty likely to make 6. So it's a bit annoying there that we bid to this very, not very good slam, but good slam, and it doesn't make. But them's the breaks, and in teams events, you've got teammates who can flatten the board for you. In pairs events, you're just going to get a poor board because there will be people who don't bid this. So this is just a general concept thing. This is your hand, and it's a defensive one. You have 3 small spades, queen, jack, 10 to 5, and nothing else. I can't remember which way around your minors are. You're 3-2 small in the minors, and your partner passes. They open one end on your right, you pass. They bid 3 and on your left, pass. So your aim is to not give away tricks. Well, this is really easy. You've got an really easy queen of hearts lead. So you lead the queen of hearts, and dummy goes down with this. And looking at dummy, they've got pretty good dummy, and it depends whether the partner's got the king of hearts as to whether you're beating this or not. I think the partner's got king to 3 hearts and an entry. Maybe you can beat this. It was queen of hearts, small king, and partner discourages hearts. And at trick 2, they run the jack of diamonds, which holds, so obviously Declare's got the king, and then they play a diamond to the ace and a diamond. So diamonds, Declare's got, partner shows out on the 2nd diamond, so Declare's got 5 diamond tricks. So they've got 5 diamond tricks and 2 hearts, and they're going to be playing around other suits for extra things. So on the 2nd diamond, partner plays an encouraging club, and on the 3rd diamond he plays another club. So partner's going to have some cards in clubs, and enough clubs that you can afford to throw 2 away. So a trick, whatever, without cashing the diamonds to keep fluidity, they play a club off dummy, partner wins and plays a heart. And the fact that partner wins and plays a heart, and the fact that he's thrown a club from what looks like a 5-card suit here, because he's won the king of clubs, might mean he's got 3 hearts. So it goes heart, small, and I put the 10 in, and Declarer takes this, which it might be better to duck, but I guess he's worried about things. When he then cashes diamonds, what am I throwing from my hand? He cashed 2 more diamonds. Okay, what do I throw? Well, I think the first discard is fine, I can throw a club, but the second discard, what I want to do is hide the fact that the queen of spades is on side if he needs it. I mean, partner might have the queen jack of spades, but partner's going to be sort of squeezed here. So maybe if partner's got queen jack 10 of spades, he's going to get squeezed-ish. So maybe I have to keep my 9/3 spade anyway, legitimately, but I've got nothing. And a lot of people with mine will just switch off and keep 3 winning hearts, hoping partner's got another heart. But in that case, Declarer might be able to put some pressure on partner, or work out that if I throw my spades away, that the spade finesse is right. So I kept 3 small spades, and you should be doing this. You should be doing this generally. Obviously, you're not. I threw a heart away in doing this, and so I've thrown a winner away. But Declarer's got the ace of spades, so they've got 9 tricks anyway. You're going to make 3 hearts if partner gets in, but partner's not going to get in again. They're just going to cash ace king of spades and making 9. But what you've got to avoid doing is let them make 10. So if I kind of just pitch 2 small spades and keep my club and 3 winning hearts, Declarer might read it right, count the hand, play a spade to the king and a spade to the jack. There's the full hand. So obviously Declarer's got lots of ways to do better on the hand, because ace king of clubs are on side and the queen of spades is on side, and he can duck the hearts and I have no entry. There's loads of ways for him to make 10, but he was scared that he was scared that I5, the Queen of Spades, is going off, so he never dared take it, and partner ends up making, I don't know, we ended up making some tricks at the end. I can't remember exactly how we made our tricks at the end, but the declare eventually effectively paid another club off to me, and partner was in, and we had some hearts to cash as well, so we'll take that, but just as a general principle, you've sometimes got to look like a man or a woman who is guarding a secondary side on it when you know you're not getting into cash your long suit. We finished third in our section, 56%, and Matt coined it well. He says if he wasn't a dingus we'd have done better. Yeah, it's the very first board. Yeah, you've already seen it where he pulled 3N doubled, kind of set the tone at the start, but we ground it out at the end. It says, oh, we're 5th overall. So we're 5th overall at the moment. We could have, again, every session, and this is the case with most bridge sessions, nearly every session. Do you want to know where we are?
We're 12th with one round to go, I saw.
We're 5th? Yeah. It says, yeah, 5th. One round to go. 6 maybe. Six. We're 6th of the round to go. And our last round was decent, I think. I think they made 13 tricks in 3N. They're called for,
they're called for slams.
You don't want to be
in garbage demon board.
Yeah, so I think our last one's good, and I think maybe top 5's great given the number of mistakes we made. No set has been flawless. We could have done so much better. I think the standard in this event is weaker than the 3-day ones we play, and obviously that's for many reasons that's the case. The 3-day event is going to whittle out a lot more weak pairs over the course of the thing, and yeah, thank you. And the Soloway takes 103 teams of 4 to 6 people out who are all going to be pretty good. So as events go, it's a weaker event than some of the other ones we play in, and maybe that's why we're doing so well. So we'll be back for the second half shortly. Have you ever tried to run down 20 flights of stairs and then back up 3 flights of stairs in preparation for a bridge match, only to find that the floor you end up on still hasn't got working elevators? I did that. I'm a bit tired. Ooh, this is probably where the Soloway has been. Oh my God, I've not seen this room yet. Look at this. Wow, looks like there's going to be 32 screens here for Soloway matches. Wow, okay, so yeah, a bit tired, and then I think we've been a bit lucky. We've come up again. So there's a board you're about to see where we got lucky. We've just got another one against a friend of ours who passed a Bergen raise bypass stand, thinking jury's on. Unfamiliar partnership, fully understand both points of view, that 3 diamonds should be not a Bergen raise when you've got jury available, and then 3 diamonds should be a Bergen raise because you haven't discussed it isn't. So we defended 3 diamonds, took it 5 off for 500 when I don't know whether they can make 4 hearts. What are your hearts, Beans? Jack third?
They make.
Yeah, so I think they make 4 hearts. And anyway, so and then there's this one. So I made a really bad bid. I'm like, Beans underbid, so I have to overbid. And I do not endorse my first action on this hand. But the rest of the actions, I think... Anyway, here's your hand. You've got, and this is where Beans hasn't actually heard how bad my hand was. You've got King 4th, Queen 10 4th, Ace 3rd, Queen 1. So it's an 11 count. It's an 11 count, and it goes 1 club on your right. It's at least a 2-card suit. I'm like, well, if I'm ever bidding on this hand, it's now. And you're at the worst colours to do so. You are vulnerable against not. And some of the time when you want to double with Queen X in their suit is when they've got a major, and they've definitely got that fit. So if they get to their part score or game in their suit, you make your Queen X because they're not going to play you to have doubled here. But here, it's just really bad. Don't do it. I did. And then it goes redouble on my left. Uh-oh. Pass. What to do now? Well, we haven't discussed this, but I think if Beans had a 4-card suit, he would have bid it. So I'm like, all right then. So, number 1, Beans has got clubs. Number 2, the 1 club on my right is a 2-card suit, and the hand on my left probably doesn't have too many clubs to do the redouble.
And they said it could be 2.
Yeah, it could be 2. So Beans could have up to 7 clubs here. Now, I think he's going to have 5.5 clubs on average. I think he's going to sometimes have 5, sometimes have 6, maybe 7, maybe he's 3, 3, 3, 4. But if you bid anything with this pile of rubbish, and Beans hasn't got a 4-card fit for you, you're going to be in a 4-3 fit, you're vulnerable, they're going to double you, and how many are you going to make? Like 5 at best. Let's imagine you manage to gamble that Beans has got 3 spades to an honour. Yeah, they're still going to double you. So the best thing you can do on this hand is pass. if Beans is marked with clubs, you've got Queen X. You know, if you had a stiff club, it'd be different. But if you've got Queen X, they might get the club wrong, thinking Beans has got them all. And how many tricks do they need to beat 500 in clubs? Is it? I don't actually know what we can. Anyway, so there's the full hand. We defended. We took 5 club tricks in the ace of diamonds, and we conceded 230. Well, at that point in the hand, that is by far the best result we can get. So 1 club redoubled making, you're like, oh, it's awful, but it's only 230 because you're not redoubled into game. I actually don't know whether making 8 or 9 would. I actually don't know the redoubled scores.
I think
8 might be fine,
9 might.
but 8 might not beat game. They might only have 430 in game, you see,
Right.
400. So I don't know what game they've got on. I think they've got a 4-4 spade fit. So maybe they make 4 spades if they play a spade to the queen first. So that was lucky. There was another one where Beans, I asked for attitude at trick 1 and Beans gave me false attitude. So I fell for a bath coup. And then, for whatever reason, Declara played me to have my bid. How stupid of them. And then if I don't fall for the bath coup, they probably make more tricks. So I think we've just been very lucky so far. We've definitely not deserved some of the fortuitous boards we've got so far, which, if you're chasing a top finish in an event, this is what you need to do. Ride your luck. Now, we've said it before, no more errors. No more errors. Wobbling. Hello.
How are you? Oh, do I get to photobomb you?
No, you're speaking on camera.
Hi, how are you?
Wobbling a bit, I think. Actually, like at the end of this, if we're close to the leaders, we could have definitely won this, I think. Here's a hand for you. You've got singleton 10, 3 low, king, queen to 5, king, queen, jack, X, and your partner opens 1 spade, and the next one bids 2 hearts. I think it's red all. Well, I don't think that matters. So over this, you've got a classic takeout double. So you do a takeout double showing both minors, and this goes pass, and your partner bids 3 clubs, pass. Well, you've still got a decent hand. You're going to look for 3M, I think. You've got potentially, your partner's got like ace queen X of hearts or king jack X of hearts or something. You might want to play in 3N, or partner might have 1 heart stop and the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs, and you know, so I chanced a 3 heart bid, and partner over this bids 4 clubs. How many are you bidding anymore is the question. So you're not obviously looking for slam. It's a choice between bidding 5 clubs and passing, and you're looking at how you can possibly make 5 clubs and partner hasn't got a heart stop. They have some number of cashing hearts against you. You know your partner hasn't got a heart stop, so you know at trick 1 they're going to cash as many hearts as they can get. So if partner's got 2 hearts, for example, which is probably the most likely number of hearts, imagine the hands are Overcalls got 6, you've got 3, and they got 2 around the table, they're going to go heart, heart, and then they're going to they might have an ace to cash. So some of the time partner will have all 3 aces and 2 hearts, in which case you're missing 5 clubs, and it's not teams. But some of the time partner will have 3 hearts. And whenever partner's got 3 hearts, they're going to go heart, 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 you're dead. And whenever partner's got 2 hearts and missing an ace, you're dead. And even some situations where partner has only got 1 heart, you might also be off 2 other aces. There's no guarantee that partner hasn't got king, queen, jack of spades, ace of clubs, and like queen X of hearts or something. Or stiff queen hearts, I don't know. So I went the low road and I passed. And this is the hand that Beans had to play. How do you play 4 clubs? You're only in 4 when they go heart, heart at trick 1 and 2. They went heart, heart, how do you play it? And this is a good technique, a good hand for a bit of technique here. How do you play it? Well, let's map out how it's going to go. How many tricks have you got? Well, you've got 5 diamonds and 4 clubs is 9. The ace of spades is 10. And the heart off is 11. So you've actually just got 11 tricks if you draw trumps. But could you make 12? Yes, you could. You can get 2 heart ruffs. You can effectively get 2 heart roughs and increase your trump tricks to 6 trump tricks and make 12 in total. But there are potential entry communication problems. So imagine it goes heart, heart, and you rough. And how you cross into dummy? Well, you can play a club towards the king and rough another heart. And then you can play the ace of clubs, or you could have played ace of clubs, club to the king, rough a heart. And you need to get back to dummy to draw trumps. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, you now have diamond communication problems. So you could hope diamonds are 3-2, in which case you've just got 12 tricks. And you probably should be playing for this. If diamonds are 3-2, you've got 12 anyway. But in case they're 4-1, is there anything you can do? Yes. You can cross to dummy to draw the trumps by playing the jack of diamonds and overtaking. Now, on half of the 4-1 breaks, you can actually pick it up. There's the full hand, and that is the case here. If you go jack of diamonds to the king, you can then draw trumps, and then when you play a diamond to the ace, the 4-1 break becomes apparent, but your unblock of the jack of diamonds allows you to make 12. Sadly, we did not find this. I think it's a good technique hand, and I think rather than just counting 12 tricks and plodding on, you should just think about your entry communications and whether there's any bad breaks that can floor you and how you can counteract them. Now, the good news is we didn't go negative because we're only in 4. We only make 10 now. We actually lose 2 tricks because the diamonds don't come in. You actually lose the 2 long diamonds, but at least you still made it. So we still got a plus in the deal. The people in 5 clubs trying to make 12 are going to be numerous. I think even in this field, I think there are going to be enough people that don't find this safety play of overtaking the jack of diamonds. But we're not going to score great because if you're not averse to finding the 12th trick, you've got 11 off the top. So we made 10. Good technique hand. I'm not sure whether I should be bidding 5. I would at teams, but at match points you don't want to go negative. We didn't, but I don't know how good plus 130 would be. We finished with 2 gifts, an above average, and a board where we could have gone wrong, we didn't. So I was quietly confident that we would get a decent score, actually. And the bridgemate said 52. So we're going to check. It won't be off by enough for us to win the thing, but I actually thought we definitely dealt the win today. I think, or at least the top 3 placings. And it's very difficult to win this. I think that's the first session, isn't it? So we're going to have a look at the running scores. What they do in America is they do this. They do just show you. They put this score up with 2 boards to play. So what they're doing, the director's coming over with a printout of current standings. That's from first session mini. And so you know whether you're in contention with the last few boards to score. So the directors were going to be coming over. I heard the printer going. The directors are going to come over, put that there. We'll see how we're doing. And then we're going to go. Yeah, played well today. I think I've played well across all 3 days I've played so far. So whatever slump I was in has gone, which is good. Yeah, so we're going to go and watch Penn and Teller tonight. So that's going to be a first for me. I do like Penn and Teller. They're some of my favourite performers, and Penn and Teller Fool Us was just such a good show, such a good idea, and hopefully we're going to have a really good time there. So it's going to be me, Matt, Andy's dad, and Bork Talk, and I'm going to see how they're doing in the Solway. Bork Talk was in contention of qualifying. He was like 7th with 4 matches to go, and so I hope he does, because it's very bad for you to qualify, for failing to qualify from that position. I think Matt is in the top 32, like 20-something, but it's very difficult now. It's going to be very difficult. Every match is going to be tough at that point. Like, there's so many good teams. But we've had a good time. I hope Beans has enjoyed himself. And I hope you've enjoyed all the hands we've got there. Again, shout out to my Patreon people. If you want to support the vlog, like I said to someone earlier today, it takes time out of my schedule to do this and miss out on gambling and filming, and chatting with friends and going for meals and stuff, just so that I have time to just make sure I get half an hour of content each day. So if you want to join this growing list of people, there's a link underneath if you want to do that. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for the next video, which will be the mixed BAM. I like BAM, so hopefully we do well at it.